Obligatory podcast intro.
Hello and welcome. This is Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. I'm Matt with my co-host Adam, and this show is where we take all 11 letters of the alphabet, we put them in a tackle box, we each draw a letter, and then pick a comic that begins with that letter. I don't know his, he does not know mine. Spoilers ahead for these two comics right here. And if you feel like it, come by Instagram at Flipping Pages 24 or Facebook at Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam and say hi.
Hello.
All right, so I got C. You got W?
Yeah.
W.
W. I didn't do a Wildcats this time because that wouldn't make sense because that's the company name.
A Wildcat?
A Wildstorm. I'm sorry.
I thought that's what you meant.
Yeah, Wildcats was a title on Wildstorm.
Oh.
It's like their main one. All right, never mind.
They would sneak it in like that.
Yeah. What'd you get?
Oh, yeah, so I found one called Croak.
Okay.
It's Alterna Comics.
Okay. I don't know if I've heard that one before.
I think I might have come across it
What's
once
their
or
symbol
twice.
look like?
It says Alterna.
Just
and
the
it
actual
has
name.
like a red rhombus behind it.
Okay.
I don't
Not,
it's
not
got
sticking out. Okay.
It's got four corners, but it's
Sometimes I recognize their like official like comic book logo better because I'll remember it better than their official name or whatever.
if you took Superman's cape and like turned it sideways and it was open, what is that shape?
Yeah, it's some sort of rhombus.
Nice, nailed it. So real quick, not trying to judge the comic on this, but the writer is Cody Andrew Sousa.
Okay.
Sousa, Sosa.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then the
not sure.
artist is Francesco Iaquinta.
I'm glad you have
Iaquinta.
hard ones to pronounce this time too. I do as
Ye-
well.
So in the little first page here, they misspelled the artist's name. On the cover, it's Iaquinta, and then this was Iaquita.
Oh no.
Quita.
Which one's the right one?
I think it's it's supposed to have the N.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Alterna, Cody Sosa, Francesco Iaquinta. I don't know why I tried to say it all again. All right. So we're in a undetermined place here.
Okay.
There's three people in a car. So it's the only three characters. There's Tim. He's like this long-faced, blonde-haired dude.
Okay.
And then there's Nick in the back. He's like a fucking 6'1", dark-haired guy, just a big old lug. And then there's a girl named Aubrey. So they're on the car. Nick is messing with a camera, and she's like, "Why do you have that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's for a class." Like, he's got a project, and they're chatting about, why couldn't Colin come? Where is he? And they make a joke about his mom, like, oh, his mom said no. And they're like, why? And like, have you met his mom?
Right.
I'm like, she's a bitch. So they go to this camping spot. When they pull up, they're like, there's no one here. I'm like, yeah, not many people camp here. And they're like, I got to admit, I've never been camping before. So the tall guy, Nick, starts like going in on Aubrey. Like, how have you never camped before? What the hell? That's ridiculous. How have you never been camping? Like, he says it like 3 or 4 times. So
I would kind of think it would be weird that nobody had ever been camping ever.
it is kind of weird. She says she went in the backyard, and they were like, that doesn't count. And she was like, yeah, it does.
Kind of close enough.
Even Tim is like, yeah, it counts.
Right.
And so Nick is the one who's like all about it. And he's like, tell her camping's great. And Tim, the blonde hair guy, is like, yeah, it's fine. And he's like, what? You love camping? He's like, no, you love camping.
Yeah.
I think it's all right. I just come and chill.
That's the correct sentiment, by the way.
Just enjoy it.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. So as they're unloading the truck, he's, like I said, yelling at Aubrey, how have you never been camping? Tim, blonde hair guy, tells Nick to grab the tent. He's like, grab the tent. And he's like, hold on, I will in a minute. Never been camping? That's when they go into it. Oh,
Yeah.
it's all right. And he's like, man, you guys are being dicks. So I guess it shows this shot of him closing the trunk. It's what I'm guessing it is. But it shows like a bunch of ropes, another sweater, and it looks like the tent back right there in the back of the trunk. So I believe he shuts the door and completely forgets the tent. So they're arguing, we're dicks. And he's like, yeah, well, no, y'all are dicks, blah, blah, blah. So they get out to the woods, and she starts saying, like, how much longer? He's like, not too long. We're almost there, I think. They start making fun of him about being a great navigator. And he's like, this doesn't make sense. And Tim is like, what doesn't make sense, dude? What's up? He's like, we should have been there already. I don't know where we are. And they're like, oh, we're lost. He's like, no, the trail's behind us. The car's like just back that way. We're fine. Yeah. He's like, no. He's like, Tim goes, well, fine. Let's just set up here. Grab the tent. And he's like, I don't have the tent.
You grabbed
I thought you were grabbing the tent. So they're pissed. Tim is yelling at Nick. And like I said, here, look, he's a big dude.
Oh, yeah.
Big old guy.
Oh, that's cool art.
Yeah, so the art is very cool. And making me bring it up before I wanted to. Do it every time.
That's what I do. They call me the inconveniencer.
That's my middle name. So anyway, Tim is yelling at him like, I told you to grab it. Aubrey's like, I can't believe this shit. Are you serious? Tim's like, we need to just go back. And Nick pops in. He's like, dude, by the time we get back, it'll be like pitch black. Let's just chill. We got our sleeping bags. We can build a fire. Let's just chill here. And Aubrey's like, yeah, I think we should stay. So Tim's kind of like, fine, whatever. He walks off. So where you going? He's like, firewood. And then Nick's like, dude, he's got to work on that attitude. So they're chilling in the woods. They got a fire going. They're sitting there on their sleeping bags. Aubrey's playing with the camera. Now, Nick starts telling them a scary story, right? Like, oh, y'all know the legend of this place? What he says is he was told this by his dad, and it happened to his uncle or something.
Of course.
And he said essentially that a bunch of kids came out here to go camping, and there was one kid that they were planning on killing. So they took him to the swamp in the middle of the forest. They broke his leg, beat the shit out of him, and left him there to die. And then one by one, they all started disappearing. So they're immediately like, Aubrey's like, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Like, how would they know the story if everyone died? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And even Tim's like, she's got a point, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty dumb.
That's
also,
pretty
you've been camping here a bunch of times. Have you ever seen a swamp? And he's like, I haven't. It's like, is there even a swamp here? He's like, I don't know. So they start making fun of him. Now, they hear a croak. It says croak on the page. So Tim, the blonde-haired dude, does not hear it. Nick and Aubrey are both like, what was that? And he's like, what was what? Aubrey gets up and starts kind of, looks like she runs, maybe walks a little bit. She's like, y'all didn't hear that at all? So she pulls out the camera and uses the light on the camera. She points at something. Now the art is kind of messy on purpose, you know? It's really cool, but it is messy on purpose. So it shows like this kind of semblance of a man in a mask. And then the next panel you see in the darkness kind of silhouetted and drawn to focus on like a man in a mask reaching towards her. So she takes off. Now she's running through the woods. They're all telling her to wait. Now this guy basically grabs her hand and just like, it looks like he freaking what's the move Undertaker or The Rock where he put the grabbed him like this, rock bottom.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he basically rock bottoms her straight onto the ground.
Nice.
She grabs a rock and just starts piecing this thing up. Like hits him like 3 or 4 times. So Tim comes out and he's like, stop it. Grabs her hand. He's like, what did you do? Colin. So she's like, oh my God, Colin. So she basically just beat Colin's face in with a rock.
Yeah.
So this last shot while she's crying, there's a last panel where it shows this. All right, I'm going to try here. Bald bird head.
Okay.
A lot of big teeth, big red eyes.
Okay.
Like Mothman with a huge ass beak. Humanoid, got hands and feet, kind of feathers very sparingly over his body. So basically bald bird creature. And this last shot, come back. Look, this last shot, it looks like he's wearing jeans.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, so he's got feathers, long claws. He's got boots and jeans on. And like I said,
those are those chicken-style feet legs.
Yeah, and the feathers I think are just in this
Sparse.
panel.
Just a little spare.
I don't think so. I think we're just not showing that incredibly close detail. I think they're covered in the feathers technically.
Oh, okay.
But big bald monster bird looking thing wearing
I don't
jeans.
know what else you would compare it to. It's like Chicken Sauron from the X-Men stuff.
Yeah, right. Wearing
Kinda.
jeans.
Like Hillbilly Chicken Sauron.
Yeah, hillbilly Sauron.
Yeah.
That's good. That's real good. So anyway, Aubrey's freaking out. She's like, I killed him. I can't believe that. And now Tim and Nick are yelling at each other. He's like, dude, it was supposed to be a joke. Why the hell did you tell him to do that? He's like, I just told her to scare her. I didn't tell him to chase her. He's like, why did he chase her? He's like, I don't know. Why are you listening to me, man? It's like, they're blaming Nick. Hey, you're the reason we're lost here in the first place. And now Colin's got his face beat in. We need to get to the hospital. So as they're arguing, Aubrey's like, hey, where's Colin? Again, they pick up the flashlight and look using the light, and they see his feet, and then the next second they see him getting drugged into a bush.
Nice.
So they're all terrified. They're running towards it, which...
In a group?
Yeah, all three of them are
Okay.
running towards it. They're yelling, screaming for Colin.
Okay.
So as they're running, Nick, the big dude, he sees something. He explains it, that he sees something running beside him, and he pulls out the camera again, and he sees the little bird monster thing. So he's like, holy shit. They're all yelling for Colin. He's like, hey, stop. So this part's annoying. Real quick, they walk into a swamp. And they're immediately like, dude, I thought you were making up the swamp. He's like, I was. I totally lied about the swamp. I had no idea that this was here. And he's like, listen, we need to get the hell out of here. So the annoying part is that they kind of keep talking over him and interrupting him, talking shit to him, blaming him, while he's like, listen, I saw something on the camera. This pale creature was like chasing us. We need to get the hell out of here. They hear the croaking again, and Tim can't hear it this time. And he's like, listen, man, we need to go get Colin. We need to go right now. So he's walking away from him, yelling like, I'm not leaving him, and just gets swarmed by like 4 or 5 of these bird creatures.
Oh, wow.
Swarmed, bro. He's yelling like, what the fuck? Please help me. And she's running. They both take off, and now she sees like an image of the bird's eyes. She's freaking out, and she's like, we have to go back. We have to save them. And dude's like, dude, they're gone. Like, Nick's like, we need to get out of here. Colin, Tim, they're both gone. We need to go. And then they hear him screaming, help me. So she's real wishy-washy. She's like, we need to get out of here 1 minute. And then she's like, we can't. We gotta save them. Which, real life, if I saw that, I'm gone.
Yeah. Yeah, I think...
Actually, I wouldn't be out there camping to begin with, so... I mean, that's where
You wouldn't even be in the situation.
Dude, no, I would want to think I'd save my friends. Like, I really would, because that
the
would...
monster thing, dude. If it was a hillbilly that didn't have a machine gun, yes, I would chase after any person that was trying to take my friend away.
Right.
But a real-life group of monsters?
Yeah, you saw 5 or 6...
it.
If they swarmed him, he's gone. He's gone. There's nothing left
You
of
can't
him,
fight
right?
5 regular guys.
I wouldn't have stopped
You can't
running.
fight 5 regular guys.
That's true.
Let alone monsters from the night. Like...
Big chicken Sauron monsters.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, you probably don't have too good of luck.
Like I said,
against
if
those
it was
things.
some human, it was
yeah,
2
any
people,
person, yeah.
and they didn't both have machine guns, I would probably run after
I
them
would
and
try
to do something.
Yeah, monsters, and you mentioned that he got swarmed. That kind of influences my thinking, like, oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Yeah, that's not. He's not exaggerating when he tells the chick or whoever that they're gone.
Yeah, they're gone. That's
They're
what
gone.
he's really emphasizing. He's like, look at this camera. Look what the hell was chasing us. You saw that. We need to get out of here. So she runs away. She's like, I'm going to help. They start hearing all the croaks again, and now Nick gets swarmed and gets completely... So he's yelling for help. He's screaming, what the fuck? Oh, help me, stop this. So he tells her, Aubrey, no, come back. And then he says, come back. No, don't. So I don't know if he's saying, come back. No, don't come back. Or he's yelling, no, don't at the monsters.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah,
what
I
it,
could see how that'd be. Okay.
right? So I don't know exactly. So as she's running away crying, she picks up the camera and it shows Nick's face and it looks like he's changing. Like, look at this.
Already?
It looks like it doesn't look like a human face. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it looks
obviously
weird.
that's obviously him talking. So I don't know if he's changing or what, like, honestly.
It looks weird.
So he's yelling for Aubrey, she's out.
Mm-hmm.
So this is only 3 issues and we are now on the 3rd issue.
God damn.
Yep, we're almost done. So, 3rd issue, the first half of this comic is just her running, talking about how her mom used to read her and her brothers The Gingerbread Man.
Okay.
So they used to get all creepy brother and fucking chase her. going run as fast as you can.
Nice.
Just
That's
terrifying
good
her.
old-fashioned
Yeah, that's
bullying
not
right
bad.
there.
Yeah, I didn't mean creepy like pervert.
No,
I meant
exactly.
Like
That's what word for a second.
run as
I
fast
was like,
as you.
oh, I
yeah.
get it. Yeah, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, they just want to.
Gotcha.
Oh, let's mess with our little
Yeah,
sister.
yeah.
Let's scare her. So she's like, as long as I would run and not look back, I would never get caught. So that's what she's doing now. She's hauling ass. She's like, I won't let them. Oh, she's running towards them. She's like, I won't let them. Oh no, sorry. Excuse me. She's saying, I can't let them catch me yet. So she's still talking about running forward, not stopping. So she finally gets to a point where she pulls out her phone and there's no signal, which they had made a comment about it earlier. No signal. They said, oh, we should call the police about calling. And he's like, there's no signal. They said, let's use GPS. And it's like, there's no signal. So she drops the camera. Or no, she drops the phone. She starts looking at the camera. And as she's looking at it, these monsters pop up and immediately attack her. I can't tell. She uses the camera, smashes the monster's face with it, and it's laying there bleeding on the ground, and she takes off. So she's hauling ass again, running. Like I said, most of this comic is running. Mm-hmm. She gets to a big-ass farmhouse, like big old silos, buildings all over the place, big-ass place, and starts screaming for help. And like by the third time she screams help, she gets pulled back into the woods. And there's this other kind of monster, way more feathers, longer hair. Looks like he's got dreads. It's like a predator chicken bird thing, right? And he's kind of jacked. So
he looks more like a giant velociraptor emu mix type of guy or something. I don't know what it is.
He's similar to the other ones, but he's got some attributes that they don't have.
Looks like the king chicken.
Yeah, right.
King cock around that place. King chicken.
King chicken. So he drags her into what I'm guessing is like a nest, a burrow, their little civilization where they live. And this is so weird. This part. Come back over here. Sorry. They focus as he's dragging her in, right? The monsters are everywhere. They're all over the place. Now look, they focus on his leg. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a brace.
Fake knee or a brace.
Might be a brace or fake knee or something.
Armor or something.
I thought it was like a robot leg, something. I don't understand what it's supposed to be.
Why it's focused on.
And if they focus on it, right? So that weird one that we saw that's different from all the other ones, he drags Aubrey into, like I said, a nest, and there's like a big king chicken or queen chicken because she got titties.
Yeah.
So I guess that's queen chicken. And now they're staring each other in the eyes, and her eyes glow red, and I'm guessing she starts changing, right? So then the last bit is just these two women talking about how this one girl punched a dude for lying to her, and that, why are we out here? And she said, you're the one who wanted to get out more, blah, blah, blah. And then they find the camera, and it says low battery. And they go, I found someone's camera. The end.
So that was quick. They wasn't even gone. That was like
the next day or something, right?
Huh.
So yeah, that's the whole comic. When I got it and it said 3 issues, I knew it was the full story, but I was like, oh, maybe they're like a little longer. Mm-hmm. Like Lemonation I read was 48 pages each comic. That was basically 6 comics. I was expecting that, and I got 3 super short comics,
18 pages or whatever.
Regular comics.
24, I don't remember.
It's weird, man. The faces, I'll do the faces. How were the faces? They were not good.
Yeah,
I did not like them. Like, I'm not saying they were bad. I didn't like them. I'll take back the not good, but I didn't like them.
Right.
They made a lot of faces that they weren't consistent. The way she looks here is different than how she looked in the first comic and stuff. So
is it the same artist?
I think yes, it is. It's Quinita or whatever.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Iaquinta. Say it again.
I said it. Iaquinta.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's that person the whole time.
Okay.
So it doesn't seem consistent. The art itself is cool.
It is cool.
Just no consistency
really
with the
dark,
faces.
Very dark.
Yeah, I like that when you see a dark page and you have to make out something that's like subtly drawn into the background.
Yeah, I don't
so the
mind
monsters were there a lot like that. When the guy first attacked her, that he was like subtly drawn into the woods. You had to.
That's cool.
I think I read it twice without knowing he was there.
Okay.
And I'm like, whoa, where's this guy coming from?
That's pretty dope, actually.
So that was cool. Like I said, the art was great. Faces not consistent. Didn't really like them.
Okay.
A few shots where I'm like, damn, they ugly as hell. like seriously ugly. The leg thing,
Yeah, that didn't come up anymore.
No.
You think that maybe that was supposed to come up later and they had to cut it out? That's why it's
don't
still
know.
there or something?
the only thing I can think is when he was telling the scary story when they were at the fire, and he said that they broke the kid's leg.
Is that what okay.
They said that they broke his leg and left him in the swamp. And they wound up in the swamp, and they focused on that thing's leg.
Yeah, okay. You might be right.
That's the only connection
yeah,
I
don't
see.
know for
It wasn't
sure, but
obvious.
It seems like that might be right.
I was like, what the fuck? This is the third time I've read it. What is the leg thing?
Yeah.
I thought I missed something, but no. I read it 3 times.
Wow.
Missed nothing. It's just a weird... I'm guessing it's that kid. But he died in the swamp. So why would he have armor or robot leg or brace or anything?
Why would... Yeah.
It didn't look like a cast.
No.
It looked like a fucking hinge on it.
Yeah, either like...
Or a joint.
Yeah, it was weird looking.
It looked like a joint, yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. Overall, man, it was all right. Like I said, super quick read. I had no idea I was in for such a short story.
That's like a bus ride read or something.
Seriously. Like I took a shit and read all 3 of them.
Huh.
So yeah, not the greatest. Not
I thought
horrible.
the story was fine.
I like when they're just localized, chill stories. Like that's cool.
That is very, like you were saying before, the stakes aren't the end of the universe.
Yeah.
There's not a giant laser going in the sky.
Exactly. It's nice not to always have to worry about the world ending.
Yep.
It's like just their world.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they changed, and I'm guessing these bird things are just going to grow in numbers till they attack the Earth and take over as a bird people.
They don't really fly, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like they fly.
Wow.
They didn't show them flying.
They're ugly as shit.
They were all just running in like herds or flocks.
The more advanced ones or whatever looked cool, but
They
the
did.
standard warrior or whatever.
I guess
looked
the
like
queen
crap.
did have wings. She had
more
giant.
fluffy. She didn't look like she could fly.
No, she was
She
kind of
looked big.
chubby.
Yeah.
She looked big. Maybe, but see, they're not. So I'm guessing the one that was wearing jeans was Colin or one of the guys.
One of the new ones.
Well, that was the end of the first comic before the 2 men
Yeah,
died.
so no, it's just showing that they were regular people before.
That's what
Is
I'm
the point
guessing.
of the jeans.
Well, Colin got pulled in, and they because
Pretty
when
quickly.
Nick got swarmed, he changed like immediately, which I'm guessing
crazy.
is what
The eye
that
thing.
was signifying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know, man. Like I shouldn't have this many questions on a 3-issue comic.
That's true.
Like I really shouldn't.
Well, I mean, with like short stories and stuff, which I could like kind of relate it to, you actually usually don't get a whole lot of answers.
True,
anyway.
but you get enough to satisfy, like
Okay,
enough to be
true.
like, okay, I know what they are. I get they have a queen. So I'm not saying it was horrible.
Yeah,
like
no,
I
no.
enjoyed it, but yeah, you know,
It was just meh.
not my thing.
Okay.
So, but I mean, I got enough about the world,
Hell yeah.
but it could have done with another issue or
Yeah,
two.
it sounds like it. Yeah, it probably should have done 5.
5 would have been cool. Honestly, I'm not joking. That 3rd issue is all running.
Oh, I believe it. Dude.
Every panel is running until she gets to the farm and gets taken back to the nest with Queen Bird
It was crazy
titties.
that we did comics like this on the same time.
You did something similar to this?
I mean, in a lot of ways, yeah.
All right, well, let's hear it.
Like I said, we have some similarities for sure. There's some differences too. This is from Caliber Comics. I've never actually read another of their comics, but I've seen their logo before.
I never heard of them.
They I think they might have done one of the other gory ones. Not that one that I said was terrible, but they do kind of like hardcore
Okay.
comics. So the reputation of them is pretty cool. They're like use a lot of European art. I don't know if they're all European artists and whatnot, but they seem to be mostly European. So the writer / creator is Massimo Rossi. Then the artist is Giulio Belisari. And
Those don't sound European.
and the art, I really like the art in it, and I'm gonna do something different and do How Are the Faces at the very beginning.
Oh shit!
They are some of the coolest faces in a black and. By the way, the whole thing's black and white.
Nice.
Literally black and white. There is no gray, so there's no shading or anything.
Oh,
It goes
okay.
from black to white.
Yeah.
Solid. Kind of sketchy style a little bit. More minimalistic than yours. Way more dark shadows with like just outlines and stuff.
Right.
Like, so, but they also have terrible faces. It's so hard to tell.
Wait, really?
The 5 grizzly men that are all 50 years old, but work in the crime sphere. They're all doing different. Like one's a bounty hunter,
okay.
One's a crime scene cleaner, one's just like a lackey at a company. But they're all grizzled older men with different shades of or different types of beards. You know what I mean? So you're like, oh crap.
Oh, this is the guy with the brown beard.
But it's black and white, so it
Oh
doesn't.
shit! Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, so like you can't tell. It's so
wow.
hard to tell.
That's fun.
So we start with our main character, Eric. He's in a church. His daughter was murdered, I think like a month ago, something like that. He's in the church trying to
I don't like that.
Getting confession or giving confession and trying to get it off his chest, trying to get his sorrow and his anger out and into the world. He wants to express it. He wants to express how angry he is, that he can't do anything, whatever. So the priest brings him back into the confessional booth, and they start talking, and the priest goes, "You know who I am." He goes, "You are death?" And he goes, "Yes, I am death." So this is like the real death. This isn't
just
like,
kidding. It's me, Robert.
yeah, you dumbass. It's me, Robbie. It's a bad mask. It's just a bad mask, bro. But like, yeah, he looks like demonic as hell at this point. So this is like the real like personification of death.
Okay.
Personification of death says you're right to be angry. What happened to you is wrong. As far as you know, you only know your daughter got killed. You really didn't know the circumstances or who did it or anything. I'm going to give you a gift. You're going to die in 7 days, but during that 7 days, you will be truly immortal and unkillable. No matter what happens to you in your body, you will come right back. And you'll be fine, and you can keep going. But at the end of the 7 days, if you have not avenged your daughter's death, you will be forced to roam Earth as a ghost for all eternity. But if you avenge your daughter's death, then you will be reunited with your daughter and live in bliss for all eternity.
Less.
So he's like, please, very much.
Yeah, give me that.
Yeah, so he's like, all right, I bestowed upon you. And then that's kind of like the cold open. And then the beginning of the comic, it says Wrath of God, Day 1. I don't even know if I said the name yet.
No.
It's called Wrath of God, Day 1.
You were waiting for the title card.
Yeah, this time I actually was. It's dope. The way they set that whole beginning up.
Yeah.
Oh,
like a movie.
Just chef's kiss. I loved it. I was like, oh yeah, this will work. This will work. This will work for me. And I was like, he's got 7 days to live, blah, blah, blah.
That's cool.
But like yours, I saw that it was 3 issues. And I was like, oh, good. I don't have to like read 9 issues like I did for Death Blow.
Yeah, right.
I was like behind this week, and so I was like, I want something not easy, but easy to talk about or whatever.
Right.
So I was like, 3 issues, perfect. So I read this. I read that intro, and then I get to like the title card basically, and it's Wrath of God, Day 1. I'm like, oh yeah, this is good stuff.
And
so it starts out with Eric going directly home, getting into his boxers and his white beater, putting a gun in his mouth and exploding his brains all over the wall to make sure that he wasn't hallucinating.
Right.
And that death really did do this.
Damn, he just went for it.
Yeah, immediately his like eye blows out. He like back of his head paints the walls.
Yeah.
He's donezo. And like 5 seconds later, he coughs up a chunk of blood, which happens every single time he dies. He coughs up a chunk of blood, and then all his stuff starts kind of forming back together.
Oh, so it doesn't grow. You gotta all the
mushes
pieces
back
together?
in there. Yeah. So like if it's gone and on the floor, and like I said, he hawks something up every time. He doesn't have to go pick that up. Enough of it forms back, but the visual of it looks like it's forming back together. So he's like, boom. He's like, bing, bang, boom. I've got the...
That's what he says.
Yeah, he goes, bing, bang, boom. I got the powers. And so he goes immediately to the police station because the
Kills them all.
No, that would have been kind of cool. Because the commissioner is like his old friend. They like grew up together, like actually really good friends. And he talks to him, and he's like, man, what's going on? And the commissioner basically says... I thought he was corrupt at first. Spoiler, he's not corrupt. He really is a good guy and his friend. Nice. But in this scene, it makes it totally seem like he's corrupt. He goes, so what's the deal with my daughter, whatever? And he basically says, there's a hurricane coming. There's a flood coming in this. I didn't know that till I got to here. And I was like, oh, topical. And so he goes, man, see all this flooding out here. I only have 2 detectives for half the city. This and he basically explains he doesn't have the resources to continue searching for the killers of his daughter. So whenever he said that, I was like, oh, that's an obvious showing that he's corrupt.
Yeah, right.
He's hiding
he
something.
Doesn't care.
Yeah, he's hiding something. But no, like, that's not what actually ends up happening.
That's a damn good excuse if I've ever heard one.
It really is.
It's about to flood and I only have 2 cops.
Yeah, basically.
Or detectives.
So Eric's like, gets real mad, of course. And he's like, you bastard, you don't care. And he's like, he gets all quiet, the police chief or whatever. He goes, I do care, though. He's like really sad about it because this dude's his actual friend.
Right.
So like at the beginning of the interaction, I'm like, oh, this dude's This dude's like a piece of shit. And then by the end, I'm like, oh, he's like his text gets super small. So he's
really?
like whispering. Yeah, he gets all scared. So I'm sorry, Eric. So the police chief gives him a name, Mike Muldowney. So he's like a drug dealer, like a mid-level drug dealer. And he says he's just a suspect. We don't know if he actually did it, but we think he knows what's going on. Mm-hmm. So Eric just gets his shotgun from his house and rolls up on this dude's gang and shoots 2 of them and goes, hey, where's Mike Muldowney or whatever? And then the guy's like, what the hell? Who are you? Somebody kill this guy. And then it shows like a RoboCop type moment where they all open up on Eric.
Yeah.
And he just like looks like a colander, just full of holes, just completely full of holes. And they're like, who is this guy? Because you see him on the ground and you see that he's supposed to be like 45, 55 maybe.
Yeah.
But he is a fucking unit, dude. He's got like an 8-pack and just he looks like a bodybuilder, like a mother.
Yeah.
And, so he's like laying on the ground and like, who is this guy? Then the bullets start popping out of his body. And the one guy goes, quick, kill him. Because he knows something's going on.
Right.
And Eric pops up and
it'll work the second time.
Yeah, just starts fucking unloading his shotgun onto his whole other gang.
Nice.
And they start come out of the shadows to attack him. And they have an old boy hallway fight.
Oh, cool.
But in comic book form.
Cool.
We're very well done. That's all the action in this I really like.
Yeah.
The art was well done.
That sounds awesome.
It captured the action. It's 2 full pages of 8 panels each. No, 6 panels each or something.
Hallway?
Of like, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool. He beats up kills. He doesn't beat up. He kills like 9 guys. So like a semi-believable amount where somebody can't get knocked out or like, you know what I mean, can take as much punishment as they need.
Yeah.
Because a regular guy could never take.
No, he's not going to stop.
But this guy can keep going. So he takes out like the 9 guys, and then the Mike guy, the main bad guy's left. And he's like asking him a bunch of questions about his daughter. He's like, I know you killed my daughter, whatever. He's like, sir, I swear to God I didn't kill your daughter, but I know probably who did. And it was like the Saturn Project or something, Jupiter Project. They're an oil company. They're a giant evil oil company.
Yeah.
And they killed, it gets told like right now, basically, so I'm going to say it. His daughter, the Mike guy tells him, he goes, they were killed because she was at an environmentalist rally against the Jupiter company, the evil oil company.
Right.
And so the evil oil company, someone with them killed your daughter because she was an environmentalist. And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah, that's the truth. And then
stupid.
Then he kills Mike immediately.
Nice.
He gets a card off the ground for the evil oil company. He's like, all right, this is my lead. So then the second comic begins with day 2. So that first comic was day 1.
Oh, okay.
The second comic is day 2. So he's leaving the warehouse where he just did the whole hallway fight scene with a bunch 9 guys and killed everybody. He's leaving.
Yeah.
As he's leaving, he runs into Death, who's dressed like a woman, wearing using an umbrella, but his face is just a skull. So he looks really cool.
He likes to party.
Yeah, right. He has different things he enjoys. He's not a one trick pony.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
always rocking that cloak or nothing.
No, that would be what is that? But he says, "Hey, Eric, what's up? You sure took care of a lot of people." And he goes, "What are you doing here?" He goes, "What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm Death. And you killed like 20 people. I'm here to collect all the dead people."
My job.
And he goes, "You know what? I could have, as your punishment," I don't know if he uses the word punishment or repentance or what. He goes, "I could have given you my job for 7 days. Would you have liked to have done that?" And he goes, "No, thank you. I don't want that to be terrible." Which is true.
That would be awful.
There was an episode of Supernatural where he made Sam or Dean, one of them, take over his job for the day. Because they were talking shit to Death, like, "You're a dick," blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Okay," boom, and gave him the powers of Death, and he had to take care of all, everybody.
Everything.
And he was like depressed by a fourth person.
Yeah,
he was like done.
It'd be horrible.
So Death is like, "Hey man, this is already day 2. I only gave you 7 days. You better get on it. You're not too much closer to saving or avenging your daughter," because his daughter's dead. You better get on it.
Yeah.
You better, you know what I mean? You're dicking around, because I skipped a little bit where like he kind of like hurt himself a bunch of times, like kind of killing time almost.
Yeah.
So like that first day he probably could have gotten more done. Or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe go see your friend that day.
Right. So it's just the Pacific Company or something is the evil oil corporation. So I'll just call them the Pacific from now on.
What was all that Jupiter shit you were talking?
Yeah, it's the same company.
Oh, okay. Jupiter Pacific?
Yeah, there's
Pacific Jupiter Oil Company.
right. And so we finally jump over to different people. This whole time, this 1.5 whatever issues has just been with Eric, like the whole time. Now we jump over to the bad guys. The bad guys are like an evil oil corporation that has their own mercenaries, and they just have
Right.
the mercenaries just kill whoever they want.
Of course.
So they obviously killed Eric's daughter Aurora for being a activist or whatever. So the main lady, she's the CEO of Pacific. She gets reports. Oh, Massimo is Mike Massimo or whatever. He used part of the author's name in it. There's a couple characters in it that use parts of the author
right.
and the writer's name in it. Not author and writer, the writer and the
Massimo used to make glasses and stuff.
But I don't know why he's writing comics. He's so rich.
He got
I
all
don't
that
understand.
sunglass money.
But like, so they get the report. The main CEO lady gets the report. One of our low guys died. What happened? I don't know. We'll find out. And she goes, "Yeah, call he's got the weirdest freaking name, Paul Pick." Yeah, call Paul Pick. He's a mercenary. He'll go clean up this mess. And so he's just sent to the warehouse to collect bodies and clean up and try to figure out what happened. That's it. So this guy is like, he looks like Jimmy Buffett if Jimmy Buffett was like 40 pounds heavier. But apparently he's like a Billy Badass.
Yeah.
So like he looks like a Hawaiian shirt wearing like almost grandpa type
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
But apparently he's actually like really badass.
And that's PP.
Yeah.
That's Paul Pick.
Yeah.
Paul Pick.
And then
Paul Pick. P-Pick.
We hop back to Eric.
Paul P.
And he's like reading Aurora's journals and finding out how she got into the environmentalist thing.
Mm-hmm. It's probably a boy.
Her
was it really?
Her boyfriend's parents are extreme like environmental activists. She falls in love with this boy, and then she meets his parents, and they talk about changing things with peace and making the world a better place and stuff. And her dad's reading all this, Eric's reading all this, and getting like more and more mad because he doesn't care about that shit.
Right.
And he knows that's what got his daughter killed. So this took
she
a turn.
probably don't care either.
This took a turn that I was not expecting. He was reading that, and then he shows up at the kid's house.
Oh shit!
And holds them all at gunpoint.
Oh damn!
And starts like screaming at them and like being very intimidating.
He's got 7 days. Why go the polite? Let me ask some questions.
Bro, he was like, "This is all y'all's fault. You killed my daughter, basically." So I'm like, "Oh shit, he's gonna kill these people." And the kid's like, "Please, please." He goes, "I'm not gonna kill you, kid. Like whatever. Like I'm just need."
I'm gonna kill your parents. Just
so
not
that's
you.
what I thought was about to happen. And so the dad like rushes him and like pushes him, and he knocks the gun out of his hand, and the kid picks up the gun. And Eric's like about to just murder everybody. instead he just knocks the dad out and knocks the kid back and doesn't hurt him further. He like gets the information he needs from him and leaves him.
Nice.
So
Okay.
like it turned out fine. Like,
Yeah.
it's probably that's enough. They kind of deserved a little something.
Yeah, right.
They were dumbasses and got his daughter killed basically.
Radicalized her.
Yeah,
and, got her
with
killed.
no worry of her safety. You
Yeah,
know
seriously,
what I mean?
yeah.
They're rich and live in like a nice neighborhood that's like guarded and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't. So we jump back with the CEO of Pacific. I'm Paul Pick, guy calls her. Oh, this is what I think's happening, whatever. I found a video of the guy. I think I know who it is. She goes, all right, take care of it. He goes, no. I was hired to clean up and maybe find out. I'm done. My job is done. So she goes, gives him another $200,000, $100,000. Okay, I'll keep going.
That's good business.
And then while after he leaves the house, after Eric leaves his daughter's boyfriend's house or whatever, he jumps off a building just for funsies. Like, he keeps doing that.
Yeah, right.
And when he hits the ground, Death walks up on him and he looks like Dennis the Menace but with a skull head. And it's really cool. And he's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, get on it. This is day 2 already. Like, bro, you need your entire point of being is to avenge your daughter. What are you doing?
Bro,
Stop jumping off the wall.
I can't take 20 seconds to just kill myself and come on back.
So, like, he talks to Death and he goes home to rearm, eat, and change his clothes because his clothes are kind of fucked up. So he walks into his apartment and, like, he looks and his fridge is open and there's, like, 50 pounds of TNT and C4 in it, and next to it there's like a bunch of receivers and shit, and it all explodes as soon as he walks in to his apartment.
Yeah.
And then you see Paul Pick like a mile away with the transceiver blowing him up, and you're like, oh damn, like he just like decimated that guy. And I was like, I wonder if he's gonna be able to actually come back from that, because like he'd like disintegrated. Oh, he easily comes back like it's nothing.
Yeah, of course.
He has a cool little hallucination before he wakes back up about his wife who had died a while back. Him and her at a party where shit gets trippy and weird, and then he just kind of like wakes up. So now we're at day 3. It's like in the same comics. Day 1 was one whole comic.
Yeah, and then 2 and 3
The second one is 2 and 3 so far. So he like comes to, and Paul Pick's there. No, he runs up on Paul Pick. That's what it is. He finds him somehow, and he's like basically naked. He's got like cut off jean shorts because all his clothes got blown off in the explosion. And him and Paul Pick have a gnarly battle. And this, like I said, our dude Eric looks like a goddamn bodybuilder or something.
Yeah.
And this other guy is like shorter than him and like
So
way
old
heavier
fat guy,
and shit.
yeah.
And he's just fucking Eric up.
Oh shit!
Like, with
got that old
weapons.
man strength.
Yeah,
bro.
he's using a shovel and he keeps like breaking his neck and his head. And Eric keeps waking up and he's like, "What are you? What the hell are you?" 'Cause
Yeah.
Paul knows better. People don't live through that.
Mm-hmm.
So he pulls out an AK. Paul pulls out an AK eventually and just unloads 30 rounds into Eric. And he's like, "Yeah, he's gonna die now." And he falls off of a ledge. And he's like, Eric Pick must have. Paul saw him like come back together down. He just couldn't get him. So you just see Eric like at a phone booth calling for somebody to come pick him up in his little cut off jean shorts after he fell off the cliff and got away from Paul. The main CEO lady is played as like a really like vixen type character. Like it seems like they're insinuating that she killed her husband and to take over the CEO position, and she's got like one of her bodyguards banging her, but he like pays her. She pays him and whatnot. So like she's like
sweet gig
CEO boss lady to the extreme type of thing, kind of. Yeah. And Paul pops up in her like room and is like with a gun to her, and he goes, "What the fuck? You're trying to kill me?"
Yeah,
and
right.
She's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You're obviously trying to kill me. You sent me after a goddamn demon. Like, what's going on?" She had no idea.
Yeah, no
she
one
just
would
knew
know,
that
right?
He was the guy that killed her men or whatever.
Yeah.
And so, like...
Because everyone who did know is fucking dead.
Exactly. They found that camera. If their camera had been there,
right, yeah.
they wouldn't have never known who did it.
That's true.
That's the only way they got his
They
face.
didn't pick up him coming back to life on camera, I guess.
No, they didn't even.
That's funny.
He just came, like, out of the building. So Eric actually called the commissioner or the police sergeant, whatever he was, his friend from back in the day, and he comes and picks him up, and he's like, dude, Eric, what's going on? Shit's getting crazy. Like, why are you picking you up in Daisy Dukes in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah.
He goes, I got to show you something. So they go into like a building, and the guy's
Check
like,
this out.
and he goes, let me see your gun. And he goes, dude, what's going on? And he goes, dude, let me just see it for a second. So he grabs it and blows his brains out right in front of his friend immediately. And then he hawks the blood clot up, and he sits up, and he's like, yeah, this is what's going on. Death gave me immortality for 7 days. He just tells him exactly. Because death was not like, you have to be a secret.
Yeah, he didn't say anything
None of that
about it.
Bullshit.
Tell whoever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, he was like, it doesn't matter. Nobody's going to believe you.
Yeah, right. Sure.
Doesn't matter.
Unless you blow
everybody
your
would
brains
believe
out.
you. That's what I mean.
If you jumped off a roof or blew your brains out, yeah, they'll
People would believe you real quick.
very quick.
Very quick. So
Do it again.
Yeah, that was cool. Can we charge for that?
Yeah. Yep.
So like he's like, man, I need your help. I need some like info. I need some guns. I need help. I need your help avenging my daughter. And his homie's like immediately like, I'm down.
All right.
And Eric's like, hey, we need to go get guns from the police station, blah blah blah. And he goes, dude, you're not a police guy. You're not part of the police anymore. He was part of the police for a little while. He used to be. Eric was in the army, the Euro-Asian conflict. So this is like some weird alternate future timeline shit. He was like a badass Green Beret version, future version or whatever. Then when he got out, he got married and had his daughter or whatever. And then he was cop for a while. That's how he met his good friend. And then he stopped being a cop. He like retired or something. He was older.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Old.
And so that's like kind of their backstory. And he goes, we need to go to the police station and get guns. And the commissioner or whatever is like, no, dude, I'm part of the police still. We can't go steal guns. We got to go to Grandma somebody. They call her Grandma Maria. And they're like, Eric was like, she still sells guns? And he was like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know, Grandma.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, like I said, Paul Pick or whatever ran into the CEO chick's place.
Yeah.
So she seduced him to not kill her, basically. So they bang, and when he gets up, he
the
goes.
guard's like, well, I guess I'm done.
He had just left. He was literally had just walked out. Basically, he had to have seen him.
Yeah, right. I guess I'm done.
He had to have seen him for sure. So Paul gets up. Nothing nefarious. He smokes cigars all the time. So he gets up and he starts smoking a cigar, and then he picks up a framed picture on like her nightstand, and he goes, "But look." He hadn't said anything before that. His first thing he said is "but look," so that's a weird thing to say. So I think the translation might have been off because I know it was he wrote it in not English or whatever.
Oh right.
So maybe the translation's off, but I think it's showing that Eric knew her at one point.
Okay.
Because like it looks kind of like a younger Eric in the picture.
So
he's
the
wearing
picture of Eric and her.
but a bunch of people like, and
But
everybody
he's
else is
there.
dressed like her, like a CEO type thing.
Right. Okay.
But it kind of looks like it might be Eric on the end. I'm not positive. So he goes, huh, but look, and then doesn't say anything else and steals the picture and leaves. Okay. So he steals the picture and leaves, and then we get the CEO calling and being like, I want you to kill Paul Pick, take him out of the equation or whatever. And then it goes, to be continued, next issue. That was the third issue. There are no more issues. It's not continued. They only got to the third fucking day, bro.
Oh my
Third day out of 7. Ah!
Oh man, I remember when you're like, it don't bother me that much.
This pissed me the fuck off, bro. I was positive it finished, bro. But whenever it said third day and I saw how far I had scrolled already, I knew something was up.
Yeah, when you said that,
But
I
I thought there was trade paperback version. And there is. So what I had been reading was the single issues, and then I saw that there was the trade paperback. I go, cool. I have the whole thing here. That trade paperback is those 3 issues and a bonus story that has nothing to do with it, written by the same guy.
Oh, what?
Continue next issue. They only got the 3 issues, bro. Check it out.
Oh man,
Caliber
yeah.
Comics, Wrath of God. Check it out. Have fun.
Oh man,
With your 3 days out of 7 days of a plot.
that sucks,
How
bro.
do you not release that for free later? Or like, you know what I mean? How do you let that happen? I'm not saying the creator's fault. I'm saying who let that happen.
Yeah, what
is my point.
I mean, that dude, it's happened to us quite a few times.
Bro, it happens so much.
Yeah,
I'm
not seeing anything else.
Bro,
it's just one
I was
book
so
one.
disappointed. It was the 3rd out of 7 days. Shit
Yep.
was about to get wild.
Collects 1 through 3, Wrath of God,
And a
bonus story,
Yep.
Dark Frontier.
Yeah, which kind of looked cool. The art was different. I don't know if it's the same artist with a different style or if it was a different artist.
Oh, this art is sick too, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that blows. It sucks, doesn't it, man? It sucks. I think I did my 2, and you were like, I would be okay reading it. No, but not when it's fucking rad as hell, though, right?
Exactly.
When it's super cool, it sucks, man. It's like...
So
it's like someone came in the movie theater and just turned your shit off 3/4 of the way.
Here's where I'm going to fill out my segment. So last episode, I did Zen Intergalactic Ninja, which was black and white only.
Yeah.
And this is a black and white only as well. The difference in between Zen Intergalactic Ninja and Wrath of God, whenever you would like to be describing it to like somebody that has nothing about comics, oh, it's also a black and white comic about cool stuff. And like one's got like ninjas and intergalactic, and this guy blah blah. They're like, oh, they're similar. That sounds like you could consider them in the same category type of thing. No, no.
And the messed up thing is, do you know how many fucking Zen comic books there are? There's a rack of them.
It kept going forever.
And this is 1 through 3 of an actual cool.
It got rebooted like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, there was a lot.
It got a video game.
Yeah.
It has a video game.
There's a lot. I looked it up too. It was
His
ridiculous.
weapon was a cheetah print double-sided dildo. I'm not making that up.
No, I know.
Look
I
at the
saw
pictures. It's a cheetah print.
Yeah, we got it on YouTube. Go.
Yes,
He's holding it on the cover. It's in the thumbnail.
Oh,
he's
my
holding
God,
it. If you
man.
see that big orange thing to the side.
And that was my point. Like, so Zen just kept going forever.
Forever, and this dope ass comic stops.
It needed 3 more issues. They could have done the last 4 days in 3 issues easy. 2 issues
man.
even.
That sucks.
I was so hyped.
Yeah.
Like the CEO shit was actually cool. I liked that character. She was cool. I just liked her.
Yeah.
And then like
All the
Eric was
death
just so
stuff.
straightforward. The interactions with Death were very straightforward. There was no
that.
like whimsy or like maybe he means this or he's being like metaphorical. No, he's
not
like,
too much.
He's like, dude, you got to go kill these people.
Yeah, he's like, dude, stop jumping off buildings, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta get to work. Oh man, everything good gets shit on. There's so many
shit gets everything.
Yeah, all the shit stuff, man. Oh, yeah, that sucks, bro. That's so many comics and books now that just on the list.
So just
not
like
coming out.
you did with 8 or whatever, I'm gonna contact this dude. I'm emailing him and I'm like, please send me
Quad?
unfinished. Yeah, Quad. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was okay because that was like the first issue. The first 4 issues were like anthology.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware it was gonna continue.
Going, yeah.
I was okay. We should hit up Orphan in the 5 Beasts guy.
There's a lot. Basically, a lot.
Judd Glennie.
Yes.
And
I
then
would
now
love to
this.
know. I'd love to know more.
I don't think I think I stopped. There's another one that stops.
Oh, there's more for sure.
You had another one that stops. Oh, it sucks, man. Get y'all shit together.
Like I said, it was one guy who was like, we didn't sell quite enough.
Yeah.
Of our first 3 issues, we were expecting 100,000 to be sold or whatever, but it was 20,000, so we can't do it. Whatever.
It's difficult, man. It's difficult because look, comic readers, they don't read stuff like we do. A lot of people don't. They'll have their titles and stuff. They'll branch off and go look, and do big series, or they're like, I only read Marvel this or DC that. You know, we're probably the weird ones. We read all types of crap.
True that.
Matt versus Adam. Let's do it. Let's do it. This is where we take a random character generator and we see who would win between who I get and who he gets. Mainly it's who he freaking gets. But we got video game characters today.
Yes,
you
sir.
go first.
I'm going first.
You go
I'm gonna get
first.
the best one ever.
I always go first.
Like Mario or something again.
Well, we already got him, so you can't do it.
Here we go. Please.
So
please,
let me
please.
just say this now.
We have to do it again, but
You got Mario
yeah.
before? Yeah. Get Mario. That's
Mario's
weird because
like-
they fucking heard you. Don't say anything.
Mario's like one of the most powerful ones. Here we go. I don't think we got him yet.
Who?
Bowser.
I did.
You did?
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep.
We're gonna have to
I won with Bowser.
totally different. We need totally different.
We do. We need to find some new
Okay,
ones.
I'll take it.
Who?
Master Chief.
Okay. There you go. All right. So let me just say this now. The arena is downtown Houston. We're both out doing something. and
Whatever
then
we'd normally have on us.
Yes. No extra stuff.
No
so if
extra,
you-
but still our.
Yeah,
regular
so like
loadout.
Master Chief
Like a regular
will
loadout.
have some guns.
Yes.
And some grenades, some bullshit
Grenades,
they start
guns,
with.
and like a portable shield or something.
I got Princess Peach.
No way. That's what I was thinking in my head. Holy shit.
Weird, dude. Stop. You're affecting it there.
So like they've interacted before. I know they have in cartoons. I
Wait,
think it
who-
was
who'd you get
Wreck-It
again?
Ralph maybe.
Who'd you get again?
Master Chief.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
I-
Fuck, dude. That's probably...
Even though she's not completely useless, she's actually kind of strong. I still am gonna win this.
I think so, bro.
But you'd be surprised.
Yeah, we're going to find out.
I'm gonna do Master Chief. So you look up yours,
Yep. I'm on it.
just so I can back up my.
Oh, shit. Nah, bro. I don't know. No, okay. Yeah. Not, all right. You ready to hear mine?
Yeah.
High intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
charisma, leadership, martial arts, survival skills, acrobatics, pyrokinesis, and cryokinesis.
Yeah. So cool. You want me to do mine real quick?
Yeah, yours
Okay.
is going to be
Mine real quick.
ridiculous.
Okay. High intelligence, charisma, UNSC military training, marksmanship, combat prowess, weapon proficiency, vehicle intuition, meaning I don't have to learn how to drive. I can drive alien vehicles instantly. Augmentation, so enhanced strength, enhanced mobility, enhanced durability, enhanced stamina, enhanced reflexes, enhanced dexterity. Heads-up display, energy shields, which is a huge one, and a Spartan neural interface.
Okay, so I did Princess Peach from the movie. I did the wrong one.
Yeah, right.
So I got the video game
She's
Princess
not,
Peach.
Yeah, like I said,
Okay.
she's not bad.
Healing skills, flight levitation, magic powers, telekinesis, telepathy, energy projection.
Is that from?
Video game?
Yeah, which one though?
All of them. Just Princess
Melee?
Peach from...
It sounds like what's it called?
No, this is Origin Super Mario Bros.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, so energy projection, heart powers, pyrokinesis,
Nice.
aerokinesis,
Nice.
hydrokinesis, parasol efficiency, kiss projection, beauty, swordsmanship, wisdom, high
That's
intelligence,
funny.
plucking and launching, plants and objects to attack, hand-to-hand combat, proficiency, survival skills, loyalty, rope lassoing, sports, and magical singing.
That's funny.
So I got a better shot, man.
That's what I said. I was like, a lot of people would probably instantly be like, well, obviously Master Chief.
Right.
But I do know that most video game characters have some crazy feats.
Yeah, exactly, because they can do wild stuff. So
Yeah.
I can heal myself. I have healing powers.
Yeah.
I also have telepathy, so I can mess with your head. I don't know what your helmet does.
Keep going.
I got magic powers, right? So the fire, though, dude, the fire in the water, hydrokinesis. What's aerokinesis? Wind? Air?
Yeah.
Oh, do you need to breathe?
So no, I live in space fine. I fell from space onto a regular planet and was fine.
Fell
I've killed
from
gods.
space.
Fell from space.
Gods?
Killed gods.
Really?
Yeah. Like the flood god and whatnot. That's a god. And then
I
the
control water.
precursors and all them. They're like considered gods basically.
This is Master Chief
The
from
flood.
Halo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like his feats are like I said, video game character feats are friggin' insane.
Yeah.
He pulled like a Captain America where he like held his ship back by just like holding it. He fell from space multiple times. One time because he was riding a alien nuke bomb type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. Like his feats are like, of course, action character.
Well, yeah,
game.
it's a
So like
action
so
game.
there's these giant scorpion walkers in the Halo universe that are like, I don't know, like 4 AT-ATs put together basically, and he'll just like jump on one and then murder everything on it and knock it out and then like just kill everything. So like if I had been a regular guy without being Master Chief, if I was a Marine from
Yeah.
Halo, you would fucking destroy me. even if I was whatever the special Reach team or whatever they're called from Halo Reach, those guys you would probably whoop.
Yeah.
The only reason I am very confident is because it is this one person. If it was any of the other people in the universe, there's not many other people in my universe.
I mean, you get shot though, right? Because she can control like
So
cannons. She has cannons and shit.
I have energy shields on the outside, so I actually don't get shot at all for a while. And then when your energy shields are gone, your Mjolnir armor stops, everything until they.
So it's just a
eventually
matter
cover
if
you.
I can burn you, or I'm magic. I have telekinesis. If I
Yeah.
could slam you
Yeah.
over around, break your
Telekinesis
armor.
would be good because, like,
I got that.
You can't mess with his head, like the
Telepathy,
flood and
yeah.
stuff wasn't able to.
I also have magic. I don't know what her magic
what that
powers are.
entails.
It's
So,
just
like,
real vague
this
and says
one,
magic.
I think I would go with like a 60-40 to me.
Well, yeah, because it's just a matter of
I think you would win a bunch of times.
if you can get to me. It seems
what?
like
I'd flip for you.
it's
I think it
I'm
could.
pretty sure it's him.
Okay.
I found one fight online,
Uh-huh.
and they said it was him. But there was one guy who was like, "Well, her power with like cannons, basically
'cause
would
you remember
help."
the Mario cannons that shoot and stuff.
Yeah, so if she can, but we
'Cause
just
he
what's
eventually
on
can
us.
be killed with like bullets and. crazy
That's what
stuff.
I was thinking because you
It's
can't get
just crazy
shot.
Tough. It's just insane.
Yeah, because you have the life meter and stuff,
Yeah.
and you never see hers necessarily unless you
No.
play as her in a few
And
games.
Smash Brothers is what I was thinking.
In which they fight all the time
That's their-
in the new one.
yeah.
So like the All Stars or whatever,
Oh,
they've
true. Yeah.
they fought in Smash Brothers. So, but no, trying to think about it realistically, he's a soldier. He has training. Unless my magic powers and telekinesis and pyrokinesis
I don't know, maybe.
are absolutely godlike,
Yeah.
I'm probably not winning.
But what I was thinking is like that she has kind of the same thing that Mario has, and when he has pyrokinesis, that means he just throws those
Fireballs.
fireballs.
Right.
And if I remember, I think that's kind of what she does.
Probably.
So,
yeah, it's probably so. That's
so
why I was
when
like
they
thinking.
say pyrokinesis, it means bloop, bloop,
Yeah,
bloop,
you're
bloop.
not just. Yeah,
I'm the
exactly.
Phoenix, no.
Roasting
You got a little
everything.
Fireball.
So little water balls, fireballs,
Yeah.
little wind balls.
Kisses. She could project kisses.
It said kiss projection and heart power,
heart power. Whatever.
heart magic.
Yeah.
So maybe I can make you fall in love.
Because I'm not like an evil dude or nothing.
No,
so, like,
right? And
maybe
then
you
I
could
just
convince me not to kill you.
yeah, right. That because I don't think I could stop you.
No, you couldn't.
Because it just depends on how strong her magic and stuff
yeah,
is.
well,
Which
can your magic stop like a sniper bullet? From,
maybe,
I don't know.
like maybe,
I don't know.
maybe her. Yeah, I
She's
don't
got
know.
An aura around her that keeps her.
Listen, if you're listening to this and you're screaming that Princess Peach would win, please write us.
Yeah,
we
I
would
like,
love to
yeah,
know it.
for real.
And I will
That's not a
retroactively
joke.
take points away from Adam. I will
Try
totally
it. Yeah.
take some and give them to me if there's wrong. I still doubt our Porky Pig Flash episode, but I don't know.
I don't know.
There's a few.
I
Oh,
told
and the
you.
Naruto Aizen. I still am like, that one should have been
no
mine.
fucking clue on that one.
That one should have been
I have
mine.
no clue on that one.
All right, so that's 22 to 17.
Yeah.
You're pulling away again,
A little
man.
bit.
Yeah, I hate that.
A little bit.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, you know it'll change.
Yeah, I know. And it doesn't matter.
It
at
does.
all.
I was gonna say you better not be letting this ruin your day when you go home. You're all telling your wife, "Babe, Adam won again.
Fucking beat me again.
Oh, he just keeps getting so fucking lucky."
You mean the game you made up
Yeah,
for
for
the show?
funsies.
Yeah. He keeps beating me at it. I don't like it.
I don't like it.
My games that I make up are only fun when I win
When
at
I
them.
win, that's like straight up 5-year-old to the max.
Yeah, right.
Hey, when I'd babysit, they'd be like, "Hey, Adam, you want to come play my game?" I'd be like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And they'd be like, "All right, it's called like give me money. Like when you go around the board, if you land on any of this, you just give me money." And I was like, "What do I do?" And they're like, "You give me money."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh God."
That's not a game.
Yeah.
That's not a real game. All right, so we are on Instagram at Flipping Pages 24, and we are on Facebook at Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. New episodes release every Monday on all podcast platforms and YouTube. Go check it out. The best way to support us, if you would like to, is rate, review, like, subscribe. You know, all those
Internet things.
all those internet things. That's the best way to help us out. So if you've done that, we appreciate it. And if you're just listening, we appreciate it too. Shout out to our where was it? Okay. We got listeners in Boardman, there was Pulaski,
Yeah.
Los Angeles,
Somewhere in Singapore.
and somewhere else. Yeah, so shout out to all you guys.
Hell
We
yeah.
appreciate it. We can see those people are jamming us. So we appreciate that very much.
Hell yeah.
And if you don't know us personally, we'd love for you to message us on Instagram or Facebook, either one.
Yep.
Just hit us up. Tell us how you found the show. Tell us what you think, any of that. We'd love to chat with you guys.
Whatever.
Yeah, any of that. So we appreciate all of it. Thank you very much. And that's the episode. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.